So I'm here with Geoffrey Odundo, the Group CEO and Managing Director of the Nation Media Group. Thank you so much for joining us.
Certainly happy to be here.
Yeah, tell us about, first of all, tell us about this Africa CEO Forum, why you're here and why is it important to you?
Well, thank you very much. We are here courtesy of the relationship we have with the Africa CEO Forum through GenAfrique. We are a media partner for them. And so we're here to, one, participate in the conversations regarding all the thematic issues that we think are going on in Africa. And secondly, to also provide a platform for covering some of the key discussions going on and relaying this back to East Africa, which is our coverage as a group. And also just to continue building our networks and partnerships with our various friends around Africa and the world. So
including the UN Global Compact.
Including the UN Global Compact, who is our key partner.
Exactly.
Moment, right?
And you're one of the members of the African Business Leaders Coalition.
Yes.
Thank you for being part of that. Why is that an important coalition, do you think, of African CEOs?
Well, I think for us to have a very successful or good impact on issues relating to what the UN Global Compact wants to achieve, it's best that we have this driven right from the top. And we think that the tone from the top would then be able to cascade downwards to the various teams that we work with to implement some of the key thematic areas that we discuss as the UN Global Compact. So coming together as leaders also allows us to have a cross-pollination of thoughts, ability for us to develop key thematic areas of discussion, like I think under this coalition, we're discussing climate and agenda, and just network to see how else we can build our coalition and expand it to enable us to engage with other coalitions in other jurisdictions.
Yeah. And how about the Global Africa Business Initiative? That's something I think the Nation Group's also been involved in.
Yeah.
How do you see that growing in terms of, bringing in new investment to Africa, driving the narrative of the African economy?
I think the Gabi approach is a very welcome idea. The key areas of conversation or what leaders are looking for is that how do these sustainable practices impact their business? And so when we are able to discuss the issues that impact our business together, then this does have some high level of relevance towards us. I think that's what will incentivize many companies to join the UN Global Compact. So how do sustainable practices, some of the key issues, for instance, gender, having gender parity, equal pay gap and all this, how do they impact on businesses? So those are the things that I think are going to incentivize the growth of this coalition. And that's why I think working with Gabi is a good idea.
Yeah. How confident are you feeling about the future of the digital opportunity for Africans and young Africans in particular?
I think one key area of discussion that a panel I participated on had to do with the whole discussion around AI and how it's going to be a key technology for driving businesses in the future. I think Africa being a young continent, we have to be ready for digital transformation. With an average age of around 1835, being comprising the largest population in Africa, businesses must start embracing this because that's where the skill set is coming from. That's the area of interest by the youth. And we have to be ready for this transformation. And so for us, for instance, I can give an example in the media world. We've already been disrupted. Our legacy business, the print, is no longer relevant in a large way. So we have to go digital, and we have to be able to embrace these new ideas and become digital natives, just like the young people. So I believe that if Africa has got the capacity to speed up its transformation strategy across industries and be able to become a leader in all these new spaces that are coming through these new technologies. So I think we're actually in the right trajectory, and we must work together towards speeding that up.
Great. Well, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.